Welcome back, everybody, on your Thursday morning. Denmark says it's expanding its military footprint in Greenland over President Trump's push to annex the Danish territory. That announcement came just after leaders from Greenland and Denmark met with Vice President Vance and others at the White House on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Germany, France, Sweden, and Norway are sending military personnel to the island this week for a joint exercise with Denmark. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey is at the Capitol with the latest. Tom, you and I were talking all day yesterday. Oh, to be a fly on the wall. Did this cool things down at all?
Not really, Markie. Good morning from Capitol Hill. Look, on one side of this, you have leaders from Greenland and Denmark saying they will take part in more talks with the United States over the next few weeks. But also this morning, those leaders are saying they still very much disagree with President Trump's push to take over Greenland.
Ideas that would not respect territorial integrity of the Kingdom of Denmark and the right of self-determination of the Greenlandic people are, of course, totally unacceptable. And we therefore still have a fundamental disagreement, but we also agree to disagree. And therefore we will, however, continue to talk.
Those comments came after Wednesday's meeting here in D.C. with the foreign ministers of Denmark and Greenland talking directly with Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. President Trump, meanwhile, has continued to press the issue, bringing up Greenland's significance to national security. The island sits right in key air and sea routes, and the administration warns Russia or China could target Greenland. Plus, as you can see here on this graphic, Greenland also has a very big supply of rare earth minerals essential for things like defense systems, renewable energy, and high-tech manufacturing. Inside the Oval Office on Wednesday, President Trump still would not rule out using force to take over Greenland.
I wouldn't be telling you what I'm willing to do, certainly. I'm not going to give up options, but it's very important. Greenland's very important for the national security, including of Denmark. And the problem is there's not a thing that Denmark can do about it if Russia or China wants to occupy Greenland.
Also, a very timely announcement coming down from Denmark and other European allies saying that they're going to boost their military presence on and around the island of Greenland, all to better protect the island and as well as boost NATO's presence in the region. Markie?
Yeah, quite the response the same day as that White House meeting, Tom. What about Americans? Where do Americans land on all of this?
Yeah, so big numbers coming down from Quinnipiac University polling showing just how Americans are feeling about this whole issue of a U.S. takeover of Greenland. And it found that 86% of Americans who responded to this poll are opposed to the U.S. military being sent to Greenland to take over the island. And another 55% of people who responded to this poll said that they're against the United States trying to buy Greenland. So it'll be interesting to see if, this polling numbers impacts the U.S.'s approach to this issue moving forward, Markie.
All right, we'll stay on top of it every step of the way. Tom Dempsey, live from the Capitol. Thanks so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.